Shout out to Kirk. Senselessness written on walls. America's mirror of caricatures tall. Not madness or illness, but circuitry crack. Blueprints of bone where the data is stacked. Saints in the chapel and trolls in the feet. Zealots with rifles and children in need. Blueprint of bone is a bug in the patch. The coke out in flesh is a match of collapse. The limits of flesh are the glitch in design. No patches, no upgrades, no reasons divine. No Johnny Ivy's draft could align. The flaws in our nature are written in court. Nothing less, nothing more. A draft unrevised, it can't be restored. Young and old stumble with fear in their veins, but the patterns remain like a chain that restrains. While the wisdom they claim is a game in their brain, it's the same as it ever was. Women are loud with their hunger encoded. Men are corroded, eroded, exploded in silence that's loaded with nothing but dust. Black paints to frame while white carves the canvas. Brown fills the shadows but hashtags demand. A straight screams confession while queer finds the light. Trans fights through the battles that mark every right. Able legs sprint but direction is hollow. Those a saber will spin, truths others don't follow. Introverts hiding through glowing blue screens, while extroverts shouting we rehearse broken dreams. Hey, Captain Kirk, charting earth as divine. Oh, but the coat on my back proves the design was a crime. SUV drivers pile chrome on the street while the payments repeat like a beat that defeats. Coupon queens say the towers of tissue like missiles for issues of Armageddon conditions. Black Friday fists shatter glass in the mall while the empire roam strings collapse on the wall. Amazon orders with cardboard and fire. Corrugated gods built higher and higher. Rich urban mansions they fake with their glow. Poor grip the ticket to gamble and blow. Middle mouse chewing on desks they can't spit. Costco pilgrims confessing their wit. Target whispers just two as a prayer, but the card is confession laid open and bare. This design is a fraud. Desert sea racing the oceans of blood. iPhone disciples and sleeping bags wait. Ghosts and turtlenecks locking the gate. Tesla messiahs, dream wheels on the line, but the wreckage defines every sign they design. Apple Watch circles close air without breath, while arteries sticking and marching to death. Smart homes collapse when the Wi-Fi is gone. Unplugging the dawn, false gods overdrawn. VR believers run marathons, coded, corroded, their bodies imploded. Podcasters preaching with thoughtless refrains, recycling same while pretending they reign. Johnny Ivy drafted aluminum grace, while God smeared dust trembling hands out of place. Captain Eden was sold in a song, but the eater and shelter say paradise wrong. Hustle bro selling exhaustion is gold, while prophets of 4-hour stories are told. MLM candles ignite with their lies, while poverty's prizes disguised in the eyes. Remote kings in pajamas for years, while Zoom is the tomb where they bury their tears. LinkedIn poets are braiding cliches, crowns of the void in a digital haze. Baristas with doctorates stir up the shame, names misspelled in a latte domain. Influencers bankrupt unbox their despair, aesthetic collapse from invisible stairs. Hustlers juggle the fires of five, while the rent stays alive though the wallet won't thrive. Startup saints burn angel cash in a glow, while the apps disappear like the snow far below. Wrath of a kind, humanity's plan is a house built of plywood and sandbags for sand. Mega church preachers are flying their jets, while the buses of saints hand 20s and dead. Prosperity addicts sow dollars in ground, but the blessings rebound into silence profound. Bibles tattooing the Greek on the arms, but the pages unopened can't trigger alarms. Woodstock illusions with candles and smoke. Teenagers broke by their spells as a joke. Atheists raging with logic and fire, baptizing desire that burns with a choir. Catholics return when the calendar cues. Holiday stages, religion reviews. Every creep patches mortality's whole by calling thunder and volcanoes of soul. Now man is not in, it's no DSM pure, just firmware of fear carved in flesh to endure. Captain Kirk, designers disguise, rent bills and heaters proof paradise lies. Senselessness written in walls, America's mirror of caricatures tall. Not madness or realness, but circuitry crack. Blueprints of bone where the data is stacked. Saints in the chapel and trolls in the feed. Zealots with rifles and children in need. Blueprint of bone is a bug in the patch. The cold card in flesh is a match to collapse. The limits of flesh are the glitch in design. No patches, no upgrades, no regions divine. No Johnny Ivy, draft to the line. The flaws in our nature are written in core. Nothing less, nothing more. A draft unrevised that can't be restored. Marvel disciples watch heroes repeat while they echo delete what the audience sees. Kardashians mock with the jizz of the crowd, yet the same mouths are loud when applauding them proud. Concerts are filmed through the glow of their hands while the memories vanish in pixel demands. Disney adults wear their crowns of devotion with wallets eroded in plastic emotion. TikTok and Nas where the songs loop again while the clerks count the pennies a minimum men. Twitter preaches with gospel is fact while the burners react with anonymous stacks. Reddit contrarians guard with their tone while the monuments drown in the selfies they own. Hollywood Hunger Games binging abuse while illusions amusing. Influencers choose to be faking vacations and mansions they rent for the second they spend to deceive the event. Algorithms spiral attention in loops with the dopamine hooks for the gullible youth. Parasocial bonds stretched thinner than wire while the empires collapse in the breath of a choir. Plastic surgeons splice pixels and hues while paparazzi rifles flash in the news. Billboards scream slogans and pity perfume while subscriptions consuming the glow of a room. Every consumer consumed in consumption while choices illusion designed into functions. Every laugh graphed, any sigh is mapped in invisible labs where the dopamine's trapped. Entertainment drains while the vanity prays at the altar of fame till the memory decays. Nobody questions a glitch in the frame or the cost of the game when it's always the same. Wrath of the Khan is a carnival face. Heaven's a product, the ocean's a waste. Tailgate kings roll smoke on the lot. Football's a god and the burgers are hot. Fireworks cracking their chaos through air. Freedom's off key but it echoes still there. Skeletons fall in the yards of decay while the credit receipts write the dead in the clay. Inflatable sag like corpses at dawn while the suburban lawns keep dragging along. Pumpkins zip blood, sip spice from their phone while the seasonal worship feels holier than home. Moss Santa's coffin with smoke in their chest while the joy of the children is nicotine dressed. HOA tyrants enforce every gate while rebellion is fined in the suburban states. Lottery prayers on the quick pick sheets while the math laughs loud at the odds they defeat. Shopping malls glow with confessions fluorescent. Possessions stacked high as depressions, investments. Fast food religion with arches for altars. Children in cages of paper and water. Credit card altars extract every dime while the banks build cathedrals of fees in their prime. Neighbors make war over blades of their grass while resentment is fashion and dopamine blast. Black Friday brawls spill blood in the aisles as the cops tape the sales and contain the trials. Patriots marching with flags in the smoke while veterans beg for the checks they revoke. Sitcom reruns with laugh tracks applied while compassion is rationed and mercy denied. Captain Kirk in the storm, perfection's a sermon while shelters keep warm. We're coded in instincts of prehistoric drives, passed over with myths to keep us alive. Charlie Kirk fell into senselessness, bled while the headline was swapped for the iPhone instead. Blood wasn't dry when the memes made a profit. Coffins converted to content for comments. Scroll after scroll, we perform our indifference while dopamine drip deletes every resistance. Politics echo through feeds as religion. Incisions and schisms divide with precision. MAGA at rallies, resistance replies. Contrarians tangled in opposite lies. Fox Hills apocalypse, CNN panic. MSNBC moralizes tragedy manic. Through all the noise, the design is a clue. We're animals guessing at what we should do.